Here we go. Dice.
The government has a secret weapon. Charles Bronson is Special Agent Killian, assigned to protect the president's wife from a killer she never suspected.
Terror is a very expensive game. Has it ever occurred to you that the president wants you dead?
Bronson, Assassination.
Now playing at a Cineplex Odeon Theater near you.
Or tonight on a little tape.
Yeah.
So, although actually expensive tape, £75 to buy this new back in 1987.
Holy shit.
So yeah, probably about 150 maybe now, maybe double in price. If nah, I'd say £100 probably, adjusted for inflation.
As for me, let's break the immersion a bit. I've got still my old MGM DVD. This is I got an auto zoom in camera for now. This is the MGM DVD. Nothing special, bare bones. Well, as well as the Blu-ray, but this one does have the original poster on the.
Oh yes, there you go.
On the cover. Oh, that's Arnold, you stupid dimwit! Come on.
Not tonight, Arnie.
There we go. Yeah, it's the German media book.
Woozy here.
That's some cool pictures, including a picture of. Hopefully, she will turn up, I guess.
Yes, apparently, unfortunately, Jan is confused with time zone, so she should be appearing about 10:30. So we're gonna chat for a bit, watch the film, have a break, watch the rest of the film, and see how we go, and have some Q&A with her at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, no problems otherwise. So who's here in the house? Savoy. Ooh, not long.
Hey,
yes.
Savoy. Yeah.
Hey up.
Mr. Myers.
Accent for Michael Myers. Bronson. Yes. We will all be 50% more manly by the end of this. Although if I turn this way and get closer.
That's your best side. That's your camera side. There you go.
But now playing at Odeon Cineplex near you is oddly specific. Well, they knew their market. Because, yes, we are watching the Peter Hunt directed.
Yes, it's Peter Hunt.
Some Bond film or something. I don't know which one was it.
Yeah, a little known film called On Her Majesty something. I don't know what it's. Yeah,
you know.
Nobody's ever seen it.
Bond film ever, apparently.
Yeah.
But
he's also directed a very, very good Charles Bronson film. Not this one, Death Hunt. Although this one is very entertaining, to be fair. So yeah.
But yes, Peter Hunt, who episode of The Persuaders.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was the editor on The Ipcress File and Goldfinger from Russia with Love.
It was edited on the early ones. Also,
No,
Lived
which
Twice.
is the same as how John Glenn started. He was editor on the early 70s ones.
Yeah, I think John Glenn started with that aforementioned obscure Bond film by Peter Hunt. I think that's where John Glenn got his start. Yeah.
Okay. He also directed Wild Geese 2, Death Hunt, as you said.
He did Gold as well with Roger Moore, didn't he?
Which one? Gold.
Gold. Yeah.
Yes. And Shout at the Devil.
Ah, yes, with Lee Marvin. I have that film on Blu-ray actually. Yeah.
So yeah. He was supervising editor on You Only Live Twice, Thunderball. That's it. So there we go.
This is his last theatrical film, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did TV stuff after this. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Canon got him on the way out.
Yeah.
Because this is it does say Canon on my
Canon.
Oh,
it's definitely a Canon. Yeah.
it's a Bronson 80s film. It's got to be Canon, isn't it?
Yeah, the only one that isn't is The Evil That Man Do, but that feels like a Canon film. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Now, there's a few people of note in this film, stunt-wise.
You interviewed one of them.
Yes, if I can remember. Is it Jack?
It is Jack, yeah. Jack Gill.
I interviewed that one, and if I could sort by fucking name. All cast and crew, so yes. I can't remember if he's stunt coordinator. Yes, he was stunt coordinator on this. Now, Andy Gill was also in this.
Oh, that was his brother, wasn't it? Yeah.
I believe so, yes. Now, another person, Rick Avery, who's a stuntman in this, who's coming on the channel. Probably, what day is it? August.
Ah, okay.
Discuss his films. He's done some Dark Knight Rises, Heat. He did Heat. Beverly Hills Cop 3. And I think if I could load the internet quicker. A lot of TV. I'm trying to see I can't remember. He's done so many films, I couldn't remember them. And you can't sort by Escape from LA, Independence Day, The Craft, Broke Arrow, Casino, Money Train,
Yes.
Three Ninjas, Airheads, Cops and Robinsons, The Crow, Mirror Images 2, which is the erotic thriller, Heart Shots Part 2, Street Night, as someone's got mentioned just then, episode of Married with Children. Let's see, 80s. Batman Returns, Hook. Where's the one I was looking at? Mr. Destiny, Men at Work, Lionheart. He doubled Leon. Pretty Woman. I don't remember how many stunts are in that. Look Who's Talking.
There's stunts in that?
The Abyss. So I finally get to speak to someone that's worked on that.
Awesome.
They Live, Elvira, Hero and the Terror.
Talking some canon there, yeah.
Yeah. And The Hidden. Basically, Firewalker.
More canon.
Which we always love. TJ Hooker, Equalizer, etc., etc. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, Cannonball Run 2, War Games. Yeah, I can't. There's too many. But welcome, everyone. Let's get to your comments because I'm way behind them.
Indeed.
All my chatting.
Yeah.
Same DVD design as mine, but the UK version. Because is yours a region 2 or is it just?
Yeah, that's region 2. It's the
German
Dutch
one or something.
The DVD. Yeah, the DVD. That's the Dutch one. Yeah. And the Blu-ray is from Germany. Yeah.
Okay. When did they stop saying out of theatre in EU anyway? Good point. Sort of phased it out, didn't they?
Now it's exclusively in theaters because of the COVID thing. Everything went to streaming. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, what is it? Furiosa. When did that come out? Because I saw it last night because it's streaming already, which is ridiculous.
Wow.
Although I'm glad I didn't go to the cinema to see it. So
It wasn't good.
It just looks so fake. Because Fury Road is a lot of special effects. I understand that.
Yeah.
But this one, it's so fake looking. Whereas at the end of Furiosa, because it's a prequel, it shows clips from Fury Road, and they're better. It's obviously better clips. But it's a shame. But yeah, when everyone stopped going to the cinemas, Bronson forever. Hey, there you go. See,
hey,
knows. Hey guys,
absolutely.
No merch hawking on here. Back when Odeons were proper down and dingy, yes. No investment until Canon came along and bought all the Odeon cinemas, didn't they?
Yeah, same as it at every theater here in the Netherlands, yeah.
Greetings, Andy. Hello.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, watched this film for the first time ever last night. The promo reminded me I had it. I still never watched it. For shame.
This is one of the earliest ones that I've seen. This is a DVD that was pretty much widely available in the Netherlands. It's one of the first ones I picked up when I got into Bronson. Yeah.
See, I would have rented this because it's only a 15. There's not much blood at all in it, is there? Really? So.
Yeah, it's a PG-13. That's one of the things that sort of the first time I watched it, I was a bit disappointed with it because obviously I just got off the Death Wish films, which are like mega super violent rated R films. In the case of Death Wish 2, that should have been X rating, but if you watch the uncut version. But no, yeah, this one PG-13, and he's holding a freaking rocket launcher on the cover. Like, what?
Right.
This is PG-13?
Yeah, exactly. Just explosion in the background and everything.
Yeah. So I was a bit disappointed about it, but I still like it. I still like it a lot. I mean, obviously, you guys saw my my Bronson ranking that I did in Bronson month last November. this one came in pretty, I think, top 20, if I'm not mistaken, or just outside the top 20, but it came high. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
But yes, are you guys doing any Death Wish films? Oh, tell them if Freddie sang it. Hello. What have we done?
Well, we did
3.
We did 3 and 4. Yeah. 3 was our first. That was our first watch party.
Yeah, I love 3.
I was planning on doing a Death Wish 1 watch party for the 50th anniversary this year. Is it 50th? Yeah, I think it is for the 50th anniversary this year. So I was thinking of maybe doing that one.
Yeah, I still need to get 2 and 5. So and 1. But we still need to catch up on them. I'm always happy and sad that the most successful films ever made are all recent. I always think it should have gone. Should be Gone with the Wind or something. But yeah, I think Gone with the Wind's always up there as the most money by inflation, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Chain of
Command. Is that with Dudikoff?
So yeah, I was thinking Dudikoff.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I remember seeing that. I don't remember too much of it, but yeah.
Yes, Dick Warlock is still on the cards. He is a nightmare to track down. It's like I email these people. Within a week, they say, yeah, I'll do it. And then I email back saying, when can you do it? And then they ghost me for like 2-3 months. And then they suddenly reply. And then I try, quick, what's the date? And they said, nope, gone again. And then they'll come back. Like last time Dick Warlock said, can you do tonight? And I don't know, I was already doing something. I was like, Street Night. Is that the...
Yeah, see, I thought it was Hellbound was the last one, the last Canon film.
Well, this is the trouble with Canon films. What is a Canon film to start with?
Yeah.
Because they've got their logo and names on
it. Yeah,
the
logo is on, even like the Hitcher has the Canon logo opening, which, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because I got VHS tapes that say Canon, but they're not Canon films. They're just Canon production.
Yeah, I got a VHS tape of Death Warrant with Van Damme, and it says Canon on it, but it's not a Canon. Although, again, it does feel like a Canon film. So
it definitely does, but yeah, it's not. Because, yeah, my American Ninja here doesn't say Canon on it anyway. Yeah, Chain of Command is quite good. Yeah, it's one of the more modern ones, I think. I thought it was American Cyborg Steel Waller. Yeah, that's another classic. I love films. Even
Kenjite, yeah, what? Yeah, that.
Wherever you're from.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jaden. Welcome, Sean.
Welcome, Sean.
Still a bit sad Bronson turned down Billy Madison. Did he?
That would be something. Yeah. He also turned down City Slickers, didn't he? Yeah.
He wouldn't take any guff.
Yeah.
Because he's 65 in this film. And this is, what did we say, 87?
This is 87, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jeff will give us the definitive.
Yeah, see, I thought it was Hellbound, but people are giving different movies now, so... No idea.
I prefer Bronson over Eastwood any day of the week. Still love Eastwood, though. Yes. It's easy. You can love them both.
Yeah, I love them both. Yeah.
Well, and I'm Freddie sent you, says me too. Can't see Bronson finding the humor in Billy Madison somehow. No, he'd just shoot him, wouldn't he?
Let's see.
Born Hinge. Good evening. I did see Pretty Woman and Dancing with Wolves in the cinema. I am that old.
Ooh, awesome.
Great choice, Freddie. There you go. Sean says, we all know the best Canon film was Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. I actually felt sick saying that. Well, this film we are about to watch is made surprise people that weeks or just before filming started, Canon slashed the budget and ripped pages out of the script.
Yes. I think if Jan turns up, she will say, like, she can actually point out the point in the film where you can actually see where they just went like, okay, we have to wrap this up. I think we as the audience can see that as well. But yeah, Jan definitely said, well, I think you guys can tell when we ran out of money. And yeah, it's pretty obvious in the film. It's like it's building. It's like a nice little film, nice little action film. And then it's like, oh, that was a sudden ending. It's like, boom, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah. The dummy goes out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, do love a bit of Clint. Definitely prefer Bronson.
Yeah, it's like Sophie's choice. I can't make that choice. I love them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not make me choose. Yeah, there you go. The fakeness of Furiosa is what put me off seeing it. because it's very distracting because it's obvious. It's not obvious. A lot of obvious green screen or fake backgrounds or fake skies. It's just, especially the original 3, are just all outside in the desert. Superman 4 is way better than it has any right to be. It's got its moments.
I actually never minded it that much, but yeah,
I've never hated it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not what I put on if I can watch any of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's only a 12 on DVD. I think that's what put me off a bit. Oh,
yeah, it's a 12 in the Netherlands, but then here's how weird countries are. It's a 16 in Germany. Yeah.
They don't like that violence, do they?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Luckily, Assassination's in my list of words I've been using recently, so I might go on a bit. Oh yeah, only a 12 now. Contains moderate violence. Hang on, this is a Bronson film. What's going on? Yeah, I thought Furiosa wasn't bad. Obviously, it wasn't Furo, but it's better than most of the crap out this year. Well, that is true. It did have a story and quest for piss. Oh, Michael, no. That's awesome. Also, Superman 4 looks amazing on the 4K I've got.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think I've heard it's the best looking one in 4K, which is bizarre.
Because
yeah,
they probably reused film that was lying on the floor to finish it. Yeah. I have not seen the Nosferatu trailer, but I avoid trailers anyway, so just in case.
Yeah, I don't watch many trailers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gone with the Wind is still one of the biggest ever inflation-wise. The twist in the mechanic wasn't believable. The mafia closed the new guy to kill the man with the craft.
Is that the Bronson mechanic or the Jason Statham one?
Yeah, hopefully the original. Dick Warlock looks like Bronson in Halloween 3. Trying to think what he looks like in there, because that is Jason Michael Myers' mask. It's hard to see. You remember what he looks like.
Yeah.
He's done some episodes of Married with Children as well. Bob's back. Hey, Bob. Nice to see you.
Mr. McCall.
Do you remember Soldier Boys with Michael?
Soldier Boys.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No, it doesn't.
Patrick's here for the one night rental watch.
Hey, Patrick.
If it didn't have Ricky in it, it would be an amazing film.
I heard he gave a scene-stealing performance in that.
Who said that? It wasn't me. Lionheart was almost a canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were very pro Van Damme.
Yeah, I think Sheldon Laddich told that story when you had him on for the interview. Yeah.
Okay.
seem to remember that anyway. Yeah.
There were VHS around the mid-90s that still had the canon video. Remember Crappy Martial Arts one called To the Death, which had it on the cover, yeah. Like the cinemas they took over, they stuck their label on everything. I think then they sold them to Thorn EMI? I can't remember. Where's Dr. Impossible?
Yeah. Yeah, we need the doc.
Is it true they offered a role for Bronson to Die Hard in Die Hard? To be Hans Gruber. I was going to say, he's a bit old to be running around, but...
Yeah. I haven't heard that, but that would be actually awesome. I mean, I love Alan Rickman. Nobody can replace him, but just imagine Bronson. Imagine Bronson saying like, "Shoot the glass," you know. Hey, shoot the glass.
Do it myself.
Yeah.
Dancing Rooms in the cinema would be a numb bun for sure. Yeah, because I don't think it was the extended cut back then. So
yeah, I think there's 2 cuts: the 3-hour one and the 4-hour one. So
I think it was definitely a 3-hour. And I seem to remember Henry V I saw, and that had an intermission. So I think Dance's Rules probably would as well.
I mean, I stuck through The Irishman in cinema, so it's doable for me.
Yeah, if it's a good enough film.
Yeah.
Unlike The Irishman. Yes, there you go. So Michael Myers read there was supposed to be a scene with a mountain lion and a plane crash, but they did cut it.
There's a lot of stuff cut, which crap. Green screen. The book. Bronson Sluice again. Oh, there it is. I can kind of show it. Yeah, there it is.
There you go. Freeze.
There's a lot of stories in that book about Assassination and some other non-Death Wish Bronson films.
Right,
yeah.
Cool. You look like you were in the Take On Me video then. Didn't they film Furiosa in an actual desert? Don't know why they got so much shitty green screen. I don't know as well because they filmed it in an African desert, Nambia, I think. But yeah, it just.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Hellbound, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Which have I got Hellbound? I think I got Hellbound on X Rental.
Whoa, the green screen can't handle my glass.
He's phasing in and out. Back to the future. Speaking of choosing, do you prefer Beverly Hills Cop or Golden Child?
That's an easier choice. I love Golden Child, but I gotta give it to Beverly Hills Cop.
I watched Golden Child the other day. It is just Axel Foley in a hunting film, but definitely Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. But is that Cop 2 or 3? Actually, I prefer 2 and 3. 3 definitely. I'd choose Golden Child probably, but because there's a bit more humor in it. But
yeah, 1 and 2 I would take over Golden Child. With Golden Child and Beverly Hills Cop 3, I would take Golden Child. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched No Way Out with Costa 2 days ago. It's awesome film. Also Untouchables classics. Yes, both.
Yes.
Both of those. No spoilers for No Way Out, just in case there's someone I haven't seen. Yeah. Never. Oh, Michael Myers never liked Golden Child much.
Oh.
Well, let's see. I saw.
Yeah, it's got Charlotte Lewis in it. It's that's nice.
Yeah, one of those PG nude films. But yeah, I'm trying to think because I was going to say I've seen Golden Child more times than almost any human on earth. I think. Yeah, I saw that in the cinema. I'm trying to think. The first Beverly Hills Cop I saw was 3, so in the cinema anyway.
Starting with the good one.
Well, there was no way of knowing back then.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Warlock is the robot who pulls off the tramp's head at the beginning in Halloween. I think he turns up a few times as different characters. Do you like the White Buffalo guys?
Yeah, that's one that's grown on me. I used to not really care for it too much, but on rewatches I like that more and more. Yeah.
I have it on VHS, but I've never seen it. I think it's one of those Western films for girls or something. I don't know.
Well, I think you like this one. This is more like a Western creature feature film. So.
Oh, definitely then. Is there any singing in it? Because that's the best Western, if you know that. Patrick says Superman 4 made every other canon film look like an Oscar winner.
Yeah, that's a good. I think they wanted to win an Oscar desperately. I think they made that film Sahara with Brooke Shields.
Yes.
I think Menachem Golan was like, "This movie is great cinema. It's going to win Oscar, win Best Picture." But no, it was a big flop. So yeah, they had ambitions. I gotta give them that.
Yeah, I think Runaway was nominated. Runaway Train was nominated for Best Picture. I think.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I mean it's the best canon film. So
yeah, it was nominated. That's the most one that got close to anything awards.
It's the best reviewed one, I think, of all of them.
Yeah, exactly. I see Patrick's a fan of Golden Child too.
Yeah, I love the Golden Child. Yeah. Bill Clay.
I hated Superman 4. It was ridiculous. Well, yes. There's too many. I will do a watch party of that one here one day. I have got the longer cut of Dance with Wolves on disc. It's just so much effort to watch. That's the trouble, isn't it? It's a whole evening gone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
When you can watch 2 films.
Or 3 films if you pick canon films, which are barely 90 minutes.
Exactly. This is my VHS says this is 86 minutes.
The DVD is 84 minutes, around 85. Yeah, same for the Blu-ray. Yeah. Oh wait, no, the Blu-ray says 88 minutes. Okay, there's added footage.
Oh I think it might just be the speeds.
I think that's it. Yeah.
The DVD's a PAL or something, and then the Blu-rays are NTSC. I think I've always noticed there is a big difference in the footage. There's a trick. Oh, sorry, I missed that, Patrick. Couldn't. I'm surprised Canon could afford to spell Assassination. Does it appear to be a lot of letters? Because you think they'd be going by cost of letters for printing stuff. Yeah, so I need to get that. I need to get the bloke who wrote it.
It goes for cheap on Amazon. Actually, it's not too expensive. Yeah.
There you go. Remember? Oh, Jeff's got Expendables 4 green screen tonight.
Yeah, I tried it out on some of the Western podcast episodes we recorded like 2 weeks ago, whatever. It worked better then. It might be the lighting. I got different lighting.
That's the trouble. You have to get the lighting right, otherwise it doesn't like it. Have you guys liked Waterworld? I like Waterworld.
I liked it. Yeah, I've only seen it once, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I got to rewatch it to be fair. Yeah,
I have been working on a video for the past 6 months, but it's an editing nightmare trying to see the differences in the two cuts.
Oh yeah,
it's like lots of tiny cuts. So it's oh yes, Juliet Lewis, not Juliet Lewis in that wet t-shirt scene was a highlight. Yeah, she just. Mike's here, decided to turn up.
Hey, Mike.
Forced to watch a Channel 5 drama series. Well, let's hope he gets something for it. I'm still amazed. I live not far from where Eddie Hall lives, and when I see him, I think there's the bloke from Expendables 4.
Oh, was he in that? Like I said, I haven't even seen that one yet.
Yeah, I can't remember much about it.
Yeah.
Do you like The Postman with Costner? No.
I haven't seen that one actually. Yeah, I've heard it's not a great one.
It's odd, especially the ending. It makes no sense. Eddie's a legend. There you go. Hang on. Right. Superman 4 is called Quest for Peace. What people think it's going to be about. Yeah. It's about throwing nuclear weapons away. Oh, Channel 4 drama. Nasty. Oh, yeah. Is it a erotic thriller? Hey, Larry's here. Hello, Larry.
Larry in the house.
Yeah. Feel like Runaway Train got nominated for something. That's how I feel. I couldn't just...
Yeah.
Yeah, bet some of them got Razzies. I'm pretty sure Cobra did. Yes, it did.
Yeah, but the Razzies had it out for Sly anyway in the 80s, so yeah.
Yeah, Over the Top feels like a Razzie.
That was a Razzie one, yeah. I think even Rocky 4 got a Razzie or something. They had it out for Sly. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the White Buffalo is just unwatchable for me. Yeah. Charles Bronson stole my image. Yes, he did. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
that's how I hold my gun. I did it first. Gareth is covering his face. That could be me. Unfortunately, I cannot sue him. No. It's the Charlie's Angels did it first, didn't they?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't hate much, but I hate the Razzies. Oh, there you go. Oh yes, Patrick's not a fan of Over the Top, Jeff. So be careful. Jeff will be interviewed by Patrick, so there might be some.
It's like it's one of my favorite Sly films, so
don't mention that. Cannon couldn't definitely afford decent stunt doubles in this one, that's for sure. Yes, the clip with the motorbike, I couldn't believe it. But that's HD for you, ruining everything. I haven't seen Expendables 4 or Creed 2, just predictable stuff, unfortunately.
Creed 2 I've seen. I haven't seen Creed 3 yet, though.
It's in no rush.
No.
I don't mind. The Postman feel it's just unjustly treated. Yeah. It's all right until just the ending. Win's a win, if you ask me. Is that a Razzie?
Could be.
Hang on. Jan is just getting home soon. I can jump on by 2.
So 2. That will be at 11 my time. Yeah, 10 for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
1. It's half 1 in LA now.
These time zones are confusing.
Yeah. Costner made some good movies, but not much. So his new Western, I guess Jeff is a keen.
Well, I'll be seeing it. Yeah, definitely.
It's a 2-parter, isn't it, something? Or is it just part?
Yeah, like 2 or 3. I think even a trilogy. Yeah.
I was going to say it's probably at least 3, probably. And they're all long ones.
Yeah.
Over the Top is really made. Well made. The fact that it's about arm wrestling, it just makes it seem silly. Yes, that is true. You say it's a film of Rocky doing arm wrestling. What?
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Over the Top is my favorite Sly film. There you go.
Yeah, it's definitely a top 10 one for me. Yeah.
The soundtrack to Over the Top alone is amazing.
Exactly.
Frank Stallone on that one.
It is Frank Stallone. Yeah, Frank Stallone has one song in there, "Bad Night," I think it's called. Yeah. It's a bad night, moving along. Yeah.
Nearly. Right. So yes. Right. That's the message. It's okay, Jeff. We'll keep talking. I'll just keep talking about Richard Boone.
We'll talk some westerns, some Bronson action. Yeah, will be good.
Oh, Pretty Boy just discovered there's a Creed 3. Yes, it's not very good.
Yeah, that's the general consensus. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Raw Deal or Red Heat.
Ooh, gotta go Red Heat on that one. I love Raw Deal, but
yeah,
Red Heat.
I love Arnie's. I watched that the other day and it's still good. Right, I'm going to start playing on the trailers here. So if you spot one, let me know what you think it is. I really thought there was going to be another guy on the second bike in that scene. Then I realized it's supposed to be Bronson. Yeah, where did that other guy come from that just jumped off his bike? From 87 to 95 cost. No, couldn't do much wrong. That is true. Most people have 10 years, haven't they? Burt Reynolds had it.
Oh, yeah?
They were top of the game for a while. I suppose Tom Cruise was as well.
The Canon logo.
So what could this be?
Oh, I think that's Delta Force.
It's Indiana Jones by the look of it.
Alan Quartermain? Yes, it is Alan Quartermain. I actually watched those again recently. They're actually not too bad. They're like fun little cheap exploitation Indiana Jones sort of films. Yeah, I actually like them. Yeah.
Apparently Sharon Stone was a bitch on them.
Yeah.
The second one somehow.
Yeah.
But a problematic representation of the natives, though. Not that we care.
Yeah.
Only discovered Over the Top very recently, but loved it. There you go. How the hell do you get to this age? Demolition Man or Cliffhanger?
Yeah, Cliffhanger. Yeah, again, I like Demolition Man, but I put Cliffhanger just over it. Yeah.
Oh, Larry, you're not making any friends tonight. How bad ass movie. There you go. Directed by Gary Nelson. So what's next from Orion?
That's the second one. Yeah. Because the first one was J. Lee Thompson. What's this?
Okay. It's a Burt Reynolds film.
Oh, yes, he did a Canon film, didn't he? Yeah.
The Postman's Costner's worst, but Waterworld isn't far behind. Cliffhanger. We're losing people. They're all going against each other. Mad Max 3 or Cyborg?
Indie wannabe. Yeah.
This is definitely what they were going for. So this is... do you like Blood Fist? I've only seen the first one. I know there's 7 or 8 of them.
Is that Don the Dragon Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Another one that said yes.
I like that one. Yeah.
Raw Deal had Catherine Harold. That gives it an edge over Red Heat.
And if Fran Sanchez was there, he would say Raw Deal had Robert Darby, so that would give it the edge.
Oh, yeah. I was in touch with him the other day, but...
Oh, yeah.
When I invited him on, that's the last I heard. He hasn't blocked me, though, so there's still a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Burt Reynolds as Malone, which is a pretty good film.
Yes. That's a Canon film, indeed. Yeah.
I never got the Hateful World. It's just Mad Max and Water. That is pretty much it.
Pretty much.
It's one of those things. As soon as a film gets inflated budgets, people think it's shit.
Yeah.
Didn't Seagal not get along with her from Above the Law either?
Well, I think the question is more, didn't she get along with Seagal? Because I don't know if you noticed, Michael, but not a lot of people get along with Seagal. So
no, I was going to say, was she in Action Jackson? So you might have got on better with.
Yes, Carl Weathers. Yeah,
Carl Weathers. Yes. Oh, here we go. Copyright warning. So no showing this. Clubs, coaches, hospitals, hotels, all-age prisons, schools. So I'm not any of those, so we should be all right.
No, I'm just in the house, so yeah.
Yeah, just watching it remotely.
Although, wait a minute, I got my background. No, I'm here with Bronson and Jill Ireland, so.
Oh, yeah.
Just chilling, being patriotic to the US. Got the flag. Yeah.
Oh, Canada. Because I started watching Dutch Treat earlier, which is the...
You wasn't thinking about me when you watched that, did you?
No, I was. It was horrible. Shit! I haven't started press play. Right.
Yeah. I'm caught up with.
Let
Got the
me pause.
MGM Lion.
I got MGM Lion. I'll pause it.
Cannon. Yeah.
Was that scissoring? So
there we go.
lovely
Canon Group Inc. Yeah. And we got the music from Invasion USA.
I was going to say, yes, fine. You got there first. Right, the Canon Group Inc. presents music stolen from another film, Charles Bronson.
And then Golden Globus production. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's it. That's the one. Right. Kevin Costner and Richard Gere just don't do it for me. They don't just click. They just don't click with me. But Nick Nolte is fantastic and doesn't get enough praise. Yeah, because I like Richard Gere in the Mothman prophecies and stuff like that. But the legal drama he did. But most of the time, I don't bother with his stuff. So this is a Peter Hunt film. I don't know what his brother Mike is doing, but Costner's obsessed with the Underworld theory, so he made 2 movies and both flopped badly. Yeah, just shot Nolte. Has any lungs left? Yes. So then we get to stock footage of an inauguration.
Yeah.
What else was Carol? What else was she in?
I only remember Raw Deal.
Oh, yeah, this is stock footage of the.
Stephen Elliott, he's the guy from Beverly Hills Cop who says, "Is this the man
Lionheart
who
or
wrecked the
Bloodsport?"
buffet?"
Yes, I was trying to think. I was sorry. All I thought was Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Which one, Lionheart or Bloodsport? I'm gonna go Bloodsport probably.
Bloodsport, Kumite, all day long. Yeah.
Kumite.
Switch the green screen off for a second.
Nightmare. Fort Apache and the Bronx. I think Waterfall made money. It's just played with issues. Yes, I think so. Right, where are we? Same place still.
Still at the stock footage.
Then we get and the stock music.
Yeah.
And I've lost the American. Oh, Achilles dead. Oh, American Gigolo was okay for me, just like most of Gear. Yeah, I need to watch American Gigolo. The murder mystery, I think I'm getting.
I think your internet is. Yeah.
Hang on. Abort. There we go. Am I back?
Hello.
Sorry. I'll wave constantly so you know I'm not frozen. For some reason, playing the film was utilizing all my processing power. So I just had to watch the man himself up there. You let me know if it gets too fast.
Yeah.
Seagal got along swimmingly with all his co-stars, surely. Didn't even get along with his wife in Hard to Kill, so. I just heard the fact that mad fact that Jan Bond had over 200 stitches when he had his scalps ripped off by a lion in the 80s.
Shit.
Pop quiz: name 3 production companies with a big C as their logo.
Canon, Carolco.
Okay.
Shit. What's the other one? What's the one that did T3? I think that was also with a C. Synergy or something with a C.
Oh yeah, something like that, isn't it?
I'm sure I'm forgetting one big one with Columbia.
It's probably an obvious, but I can't see it. CIC video.
Columbia Pictures.
Right. There you go. Bronson. Anyone's going to protect the president, he will.
I love how this camera is auto-focusing on my face. Like, if I move, it moves there.
Is that good or not?
Well, if I move away, it moves on Arnold. Oh, no, it follows me.
No, we're getting... it knows you're hiding.
Tracking 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. I'm not doing this. This is all the thing itself. Yeah.
Activate traveling map. Did he say? So here we go. So this is the 16th film he did with Jill Island.
The 16th and sadly final one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although sadly for him, maybe for us it's lucky because she was getting on our nerves a bit by this point with all of her appearances in the Bronson films. But yeah.
Oh,
sadly she would pass. I think 2 days. Oh, 2 days. What I'm saying, 2 years after this film. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she thought she'd be too ill to do it, so didn't want to do it. And they were going to get, was it Jacqueline?
Yeah,
Smith
Jacqueline Smith. Yeah, from Charlie's Angels.
To do it.
Yes.
But they persuaded her. Now, I remember. So there's Jan just turned up. I think.
Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah.
She might turn up in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Synergy. Yeah, that's yeah.
And then, where is it? That's upstairs. As I say, the limo driver here is someone, Frank Zalgarino, who went on to star in.
That name rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in lots of 90s action films. I interviewed him. Shadow Chaser films. That's the ones. So yeah, he's the blonde guy driving the. You only see him from the front a few times. Lionheart and Bloodsport is a toughie. I'd have to go with Bloodsport.
Yeah.
The elusive Mike Hunt. Yeah, has anyone seen Mike Hunt? Is this the man
who wrecked the buffet at the Harrow Club this morning?
Bloodsport, but I do love Lionheart. Makes me blub at the end. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. It gets me a bit emotionally. Yeah,
it is. Oh no, they're taking him away.
Yeah.
Canon always eco-friendly recycling their music.
Yeah, I mean this is the same year as Death Wish 4, which also recycles music from Invasion USA and Missing in Action. So they were really struggling at this point. Yeah.
Oh dear. Get down. Because the trailer we watched earlier makes it look like someone's driving a truck at them, shooting, and that motorbike explodes.
So Jill Island must be the only first lady with a British accent in history. Yeah.
So far. Always mentioned foul that Waterworld is directed and stars A. Kevin, but they are two separate people. Do you mind sitting down?
If you ain't gonna go down, I have to put you down.
Now, spoilers for the end. I think this is the only time he doesn't get off with Jill Island at the end.
Yeah, you could be right there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she has a small scene in The Mechanic where she plays a, how do I put this delicately, a lady of the night. Yeah, that's it. Which, yeah, obviously he doesn't get with her, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, old Steven Seagal or young Steven?
None young. For me. Young.
Yes.
450 pound for pre-goatee. That's Seagal, yeah.
Oh, and bashes her eye.
Oh, yes.
And then the bike blows up because it's an 80s bike. What happened to the cop?
We'll get you to a hospital.
Mix her up with his wife in ordeal who throws a cake at him. She's in Shakedown with Peter Weller.
You should not drink and bake.
Yeah, Synergy. Cinetel Films. That's another one. Mission Impossible 2 was a bad film with a bad story. Yes, it was, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a John Woo one, isn't it? Yeah.
That's it. Michael Myers, he was in Project Shadow Chaser. And then in 3 unrelated sequels of Shadow Chasers. But he's the one because he's not the hero of the film, he's the bad guy, but like the Terminator, he's on the front of the box, which is upstairs because he signed it for me. I haven't done a video on it yet. Bloodsport or Enter the Dragon or Mortal Kombat. Oh, it's been tricky now.
Ooh, I'd still go for Bloodsport, to be fair.
So
just because nostalgia. I mean, that's the one of all those three I've seen first. I mean, I saw Bloodsport when I was like 6 or 7, so yeah.
Right. We have a guest. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. I'm sorry I'm so late. Did you already start the film?
We're already just at the inauguration, so it's very early on.
Just the inauguration.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you have any questions for me, I can. So, how do I see where you are on the film? I couldn't get on my computer, so I'm on my little phone. That's why I can't figure out. I'm very computer challenged. Let's just say.
No worries.
That's okay.
I don't know how to get
Well, we'll just tell you where we are. You've just turned up in the office, Charles Bronson's office, when the boss was there.
Yeah, with Stephen Elliott.
Oh, Stephen Elliott. Okay, I have a story about Stephen.
Go for it.
Yes. Yeah.
He was drunk at the whole time. That's why he kind of takes a long time to get through his scenes.
Right.
We had to shoot that many times. I've worked with a few people who were drunk during filming, and it's like, you have 4 lines. Come on. But that's one thing that's important. Yeah, it's important if you're working in a movie or a film to be sober. Don't be inebriated in any way, because you can't do your scene. And then take after take, everyone's like, ugh, we're so over that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've just got out of the car.
Yeah, it's one of your driving scenes. I think you have some stories about the driving scenes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm Chinese and a woman, so I can't drive
I wasn't going to say
well.
that, but you brought it up.
And I had me always driving Charlie, and I was like, really? Why do you have me drive? I can't drive. And so, so one of the scenes, the scenes at the White House, they had built a whole White House, out exterior and interior, on one of the lots. I think it was Paramount. So any scenes that are inside the White House, or just right outside the White House, or driving up into the White House, that's a fake White House. And so me driving up to the front, the only time that we used the real White House when we were filming in Washington, D.C., was they had cameras on the top of the buildings shooting down toward where I was driving up toward the front gate. And the front gate, they say, okay, and action, just drive straight, but there's guards right there. And they go, Jan, don't go past this line because they will shoot you. And so I'm like, okay. But of course, I don't drive too well. So they go in action, and I just gun it. And I'm heading toward the gates a little too fast. And the 2 guards come out of their position and hold onto their guns. And Charlie's going, stop, they're going to shoot us. And as soon as we get up close to the gate, he jumps out of the car, puts his hands up, and he goes, I'm Charles Bronson. I'm filming a movie. Please don't shoot us. And I'm like, oh, Charlie, don't be such a baby. They really would have shot us.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the car and he goes, you really can't drive. You really don't know how to drive. And I go, I think I've told you about this. We've already established it. And then so there's another few driving scenes. One when I'm waiting in the car for him to come out of the library, where we see Jill kind of change outfits into a hippie outfit and try to escape. And so that scene I was driving into. At the end of the movie, you could tell I don't drive. I don't even look in the rear view mirror or turn my head to look behind me. I just full on look straight ahead and back out and leave, because I knew it wasn't a real street. But people go, you don't even use the rear view mirror. Oh, is that what that's for?
Well, that's Secret Service training.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at it. Sorry. But there's another scene at nighttime where it's dark and we just drive around this monument and that's in the center of Washington D.C. And they take me around to drive with Charlie, and I they show me the route, the Teamsters, and then they show me how to get back to our place. And then they go, okay, now we have to wait till it's nighttime for the scene. And so Charlie's in the car with me, and this is when they didn't have cell phones, they had walkie-talkies. And they go, okay, and action. And I turn one street before where the cameras are too early. And I'm heading off in Washington, D.C., everything's a circle. And so I turned too early and we're heading off into Virginia. And they're going, we hear over the walkie-talkie, action, where are you guys? And Charlie gets on there and goes, she took a wrong turn. We're in Virginia on the corner of Jefferson and Lincoln. Doesn't look too safe. I hope somebody can come get us as soon as possible. And so I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So they come over and they get us. We get back to where our scene is. And they go, okay, Jan, make sure you turn on the second street, not the first street. I go, got it. And they go, and action. And I go, and I screech around the wrong street again. And we're heading off into Virginia. And Charlie gets on the mic and goes, she did it again. We are now again in Virginia. We are parking at the corner of Roosevelt and Lincoln or whatever. So they come and get us and they go, Jen, do you think you can remember to go on the second street? And I'm like, okay, yes. I'm not a moron, even though I am a moron. And then Charlie goes, they go in action, and I do the scene, and I turn, and they go, okay, we got the shot. Just go to your trailers. Charlie is screaming at me. He's so mad. He goes, we are not doing another take. You cannot drive. I go, I think we already established this, that I can drive. And so he jumps out of the car, and then the directors just go to your trailer. And I get out and I'm throwing a tantrum now, like I'm sort of diva. I'm like, I drove all day. I am tired of driving. Do not let me drive. I don't know where we are, and they go, fine, we'll get a Teamster to drive you to your trailer. I get back in the car and we literally go maybe 3 blocks and there's my trailer. We go just straight ahead for 3 blocks.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, thank you. Sorry. But thank you. So, yeah. Any movie I go in, I write no driving skills. So where are you now in the thing?
Just going on the helicopter now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's the helicopter story.
Right.
There's a director. Okay, so when you do any kind of helicopter scene, they cut the scene where we're coming out of the helicopter. There's a scene where we film, we're in the helicopter, and then we land, and then we walk out of the helicopter. But they cut that scene because it was too close to it just wasn't necessary with the guy blowing up the helicopter. Was that in the movie when they blow up the helicopter? Yeah, I don't know if they took out the helicopter blowing up or.
No. There's one that dodges the missile, isn't there?
Yeah, I think they try to shoot it down. Yeah.
Yeah, so because of that, they cut that scene. But when we got out of the helicopter, they said, do not turn right when you get out. Because if you turn right, you go right into the blades of the helicopter. Yes. The back blades. not the front. The top blades are high enough it won't hurt you, but the back blades go vertical, and so they made like a huge thing about us not going right. And Charlie has a director friend of his that he was talking to and turned right, wasn't paying attention coming out of the helicopter, turned right and got cut in half with the blades in front of Charlie. So that's how he's like, Jan, do not go. I mean, like, he was a big stickler about me paying attention. I don't want my part cut in half. And he's all, no, you would be cut in half. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that either. So that's the thing about helicopter stunts and stuff. They're very dangerous.
I bet. Yeah, I'm always wary of them.
You know the bad guy, the one in the motorcycle during the motorcade?
Yeah.
And he's also the one at the boat. His name's Billy Hayes. Billy
Hayes. Yeah.
Billy Hayes is the guy. His story is Midnight Run, where he gets thrown in a Turkish prison for drug smuggling.
Midnight Express. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy Hayes is the guy that the story is written about.
Oh.
So we would have dinner at Charlie's place, and Billy would tell us the true story of what he went through before, when he was in the Turkish prison, and it was insane. I mean, some of the stories he told is like, woo! I'm glad I would have perished. I would have been the heroin addict that perished and didn't know where he was. So where are you now? Is it the part where I disappear? There's a middle part.
We've got you on the plane. On the private plane, yeah.
On the private plane?
Yeah, you've just gone up to the front to see how it's flown.
Oh.
Yeah, and Bronson is sitting in the bathroom of the plane. It's the best scene in the house.
Oh, was that the tiny screen that's on one of the windows?
Yeah, that's as much as we can show on YouTube without getting taken down. It's just a reference.
Yeah, I can barely see it, but it looks like, because it's kind of whited out. We're getting in the car now. Are we all getting in the car?
Yeah, it's the lighting. Yeah,
it doesn't make any difference.
When I'm talking to Charlie about his salmon swimming upstream or something stupid.
I think that's still coming up that part.
Yeah.
How old were you when you made this?
I was young, 23, I think.
Right.
I was after this film, I had to film a movie that I was a 14-year-old. And before this movie, I filmed a television special called A War Between the Classes that I play a 16-year-old. So I had to go from little girl to Charlie Bronson's girlfriend to a little girl again. It was kind of like, let's stretch those acting chops or stretch those makeup artists' ability.
So before this, you did a chorus line as well, didn't you, Jan?
Yeah.
What?
Before this, you did a chorus line as well.
Oh yeah, this is after a chorus line.
Yeah.
That's the Michael Douglas one, isn't it?
Fans of mine are trying to log on, and because I said I'm logging on, and they're trying to log on, and I think you just click that link, right? Okay, yeah. I'm coming back. See, I'm so computer illiterate. Where'd you guys go? I don't even see you now.
We're still here.
I'm still here.
I know. Now you're here, and I can't find you.
Yeah, here we go. The boat scene. Now, when this boat blows up, it's about 10 miles away. Yet it blows out the windows in the house. Only those houses.
I think Jan might have opened a different app, so she lost the StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah.
But how much hairspray is Jill Island got in her hair?
I think she reveals it's a wig, doesn't she? So takes it off at one point.
Jan's gone. She'll be back.
Hopefully.
Jamie's here though. We've got Jamie in the house.
Hey, Jamie.
And lady. Oh. Now someone's turned up, but I think it's... Oh, they've gone. I don't know if she's shared out the StreamYard link instead of the YouTube link. So we might have some other guests turning up.
Mystery guests.
The salmon swimming upstream line has definitely stood out. And Bronson line about not wanting to suffer a terminal.
Terminal orgasm. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's jumped on Jill Island. And he...
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah.
It goes very slow motion in this bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I thought, is there something wrong with my video when it played it the other day?
Yeah.
Right, Jan's back.
So sorry.
No worries.
That's okay.
So terrible at this. And then it had my camera go on, and then my camera went off, and then now my picture disappeared, and I don't know how.
No, that's right. We can hear you.
I'm so sorry.
You're just covered in glass and surrounded by 3 guys at the moment.
We just had the boat explosion.
Oh, you're at the... Okay, so the boat, when that exploded, it damaged all these homes in Newport. They put too much explosive in the boat. And there's, as you can see, there's black, like, I'm trying to think of like black, my brain's not very good. It's
the safety
like
glass.
You can see all this black smoke come out.
Black
of the
smoke.
boat.
Oh yeah.
And they already had the fire boats out there to put it out, but they didn't know that the gas would have so much black smoke, and so all these multi-million-dollar homes, because it was filmed in Newport. No, wait. Was that filmed in Newport? I think that was filmed in Newport. And all these homes just got damaged. So if you notice, the movie kind of ends abruptly. We were in Tahoe, and they go, okay, we only have enough money to shoot for like 5 more days or something. And so they like had to hurry up and end the movie. Right. Because there was a lot more to the movie, but they had to end it because they ran out of money because they had to repair. They had to repair all these homes. Yeah, that cost a lot. That was a bad.
Did you get paid up front?
I got paid, thank God.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
But then in Screen Actors Guild, there's a thing called a 12-hour turnaround, which means you can't. If I get released at, let's say, 8:00 at night, the 12-hour turnaround means I can't come into the set till 8:00 the next day. So in order for them to get around it, either you have to sign a release paper, or they have to pay you like absorbent fees to get you. But the thing is, if you're an up-and-coming artist, especially in the 80s, they don't want you to cause a stir. Like, no, like if they wanted me to come in early, like an hour earlier, instead of paying me for that extra hour, they asked me to sign papers so that they don't have to pay me. And when you're in this kind of business, you want to be as workable as possible. So even though I might have gotten $1,000 for that 1 hour, it was more worth it to be on the good side of all the producers, directors, everything like that, so that it shows that I'm workable, so that it's easier for me to get another job from that job, because it shows that she's workable. We want to hire her again for another film. And that's why I did another film with the same producing company.
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's why you do that. It's all a losing game. It's being workable without having to sleep with anyone, which is good, because I've always had a very strong moral compass, and I always thought the way that you sell your soul is by to become famous is by partying and sleeping around, compromising who you are.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself, but that's one of the things. So in fact, in this movie, I'm supposed to be naked a couple times. And and Charlie is the one that told me, Jan, if it's written in the script for you to be naked, you have to be naked or we can sue you. And I was like, holy crap. But I go, but Charlie, I don't want to be naked. So he goes, okay, I'll work with the producers. And it was Charlie and Jill who made it so that I didn't have to be naked. So the two scenes I was supposed to be naked is the one when I'm in bed eating strawberries.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be naked there. And I was supposed to be naked in the scene where, when he's like, Charlie, put some clothes on.
Yeah, we just had that scene.
Had that scene,
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be naked, and so they had me wear that Chinese cheongsong. It's called a cheongsong. It's a dress that's a Chinese dress, and then have it zip up so it could zip up all the way. And actually, we took a few shots where I zipped it really high, and it was like a little too high for my comfort. So, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to be naked in that scene. That would have been awkward.
Yeah.
Because you were in a cinema at one point watching it when people were.
Yes.
I've heard that story.
Yeah, nothing when I went to the premiere. And I know that if I were to go to a premiere and people are watching sitting next to me, and then all of a sudden my naked body comes up, I'd be like, I'm sorry. I would just be apologizing to everybody. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Really, I'm sorry. Be just apologizing. But I think it serves me, because I just turned down a job that in the it was for Marvel, actually. And the reoccurring role I had nudity, and I'm just like, that's not me. And I and I know it's a big show and it would have been like a lot of work, but at the same time, I'm not ready to compromise myself. I still am not. And so I don't know. You have to make decisions that you will be happy for the rest of your life. Because I think younger people nowadays are so used to mass media and showing their bodies and being free with that. And I'm not knocking anybody who's fine with that. But for me, the only kind of risque picture I have ever taken was with a really tiny bikini when I was in college, and it was for I could put it on, but that's as naked as I would be. And it's because let me see. I'll put it on. And it's only because I was teaching at UC Davis. I was teaching dance because I was primarily a dancer when I first started. And as a dancer, I didn't. Sorry, I'm trying to find this picture. As a dancer, I didn't want to be, like I got offers for Playboy or I got offers for, different things. But I knew that someday I might want children or whatever, and why would I compromise my personal, like things that where I don't want my kids to go, "Hey, mom, is this you?" Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I am so sorry. I'm trying to find where that picture is. Let's see. So I'm scrolling my pictures right now. As sorry.
It's all right.
No worries.
Michael Myers says, "Welcome, Jan. Insider Bronson movie knowledge."
Oh,
Savoy
if anyone has
1984 says,
questions.
hi, Jan. How cool is it that someone who worked on the film is in the in the chat? So,
Someone who worked in the film with me?
you're on this live stream.
On the panel, yeah.
On the panel. That's it. I'm trying to think of the words myself now.
Wait, on the panel is somebody that I worked with?
No. You're the one that worked on the film.
Oh, I'm the one. Yeah.
You're the one. And they're happy you're here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, here. This is a pic. Well, I guess it's kind of hard to see.
Your camera's not on.
Is that? Oh. I'm just showing you a picture.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Picture. Yeah. Okay, so I took that picture.
Nice.
When I was 18 or 19, and it was in a calendar. And so when I was teaching, after I graduated, when I was teaching, some of my students ran up and asked me to autograph this picture, and I was like so humiliated and so embarrassed. That's why I don't do naked pictures.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Yeah.
We move from edit avatar. So now I'll take my nudie picture off. See.
So Michael Myers says it's nice to know that Charles was supportive and one of the good guys.
Yeah, I was going to say that because I've read that story also in Paul Talbot's book that he did interview with you, Jan. And that story is in there.
Paul.
Yeah.
He was so nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's actually, I've always loved that story about Bronson because it showed that he was a really good guy at heart. Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was a very good guy. He was always, he always had my back. And it's always nice to have a, somebody on your side that you work the business with,
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your first scene together?
My first scene?
Yeah, with Charles.
Ooh,
Let's see. My first scene with Charlie. Oh, I did when I auditioned. We did a chemistry shot. Did I tell you? The way I got in there was Charlie was a friend of Peter Hunt is who directed it.
Yeah, Peter Hunt.
Peter and Charlie were friends with Richard Attenborough, who I did a chorus line with.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And it was really nice because they really I can't do this stupid thing. I'm trying to get these pictures off. Sorry for that.
No worries.
That's good. Take your time.
I don't know how. I'm really lame at this kind of stuff. Sorry.
Oh, now she signed off.
She'll be back.
Yeah.
So now we get the genius plan of swapping helicopters.
Oh yeah, now we got the helicopter bit, and now we got the rocket launchers and stuff, and the missiles on the bike and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, back again. Hang on.
So sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so lame.
All right.
I'm so lame with the pictures and camera and stuff. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're not a cinematographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not much of a mass media girl. I can't even figure out how to do these things. So what was your question? I'm sorry. Did you say someone had a question?
It was your first. What was the first scene with Charles?
Oh, yeah,
Charlie?
the chemistry test. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. The first scene. I can't. I think we were in the room standing there while the president's wife was doing, like, we were in the White House.
Okay.
And I'm standing next to Charlie as we're looking around the room, keeping our eye on all the different photo. I think it was a press conference.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was the first scene. It could have been the car scene for the motorcade, but I'm thinking the first scene was inside the build out of the White House that they had.
Right.
That might have been the first scene.
Okay.
Yes, it was, because it's when we come up and we meet we meet Jill Ireland.
Right.
And then, you know, the girl that played Jill Ireland's right hand man, the woman that was her right man hand, her name was Kathy, I think. She was in she was in a television series called Dark Shadows.
Okay.
I think she played Angelique or something like that in a television series back in the 70s, I think. But okay, so there's one point when we were filming, and props out to Sutherland, who just passed away, I think, Donald Sutherland.
Oh, Donald Sutherland, yeah.
But one time, because I used to hang out with Charlie and Jill all the time at their house, and I was hanging with Jill, and Charlie was having a poker game going on, and Jill goes, she goes, Jen, let's join the boys. And I go, oh, okay. And so we went in there, and there was George C. Scott. There was Donald Sutherland. There was, who was Rooster Cogburn? The guy.
John Wayne.
John Wayne?
No, huh? Not John Wayne. Not Rooster Cogburn. Lee Marvin.
Oh, Lee Marvin. Yeah.
Lee Marvin was in there. There's like some big actors in there.
Mm.
They were all older, and they were all playing, you know, like poker and cigars, and it was just like, and and I just remember sitting there. We played a couple hands, and she kept going, "Oh, Charlie, don't have a fit." You know, she kept going. He's going, because Charlie goes, "Why do we shouldn't let women in here?" You know, but he's being sarcastic because, you know, he didn't really care. And we were only there for 2 hands, but we were like laughing, and just, it was like, but this cigar smoke got to me. But it was fun to just sit at the table and goof around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, Charlie is quite the practical joker, which people didn't know. Like when he was filming Death Hunt, and they were outside. Yeah, Charlie had taken he and there was a producer on that film, and he and I think Peter Hunt was the director, and they were out in the wilderness, and they were telling the story about how they put this, one of the producers, or one of the people, was taking a dump in the outside. They hid behind in these bushes and slid a shovel under where the guy was pooping. So the guy pooped on the shovel. Then they pulled the shovel away, and when the guy got up to wipe and turn around, his poop was gone, and he was like looking all over for his poop. And he's like, we were laughing. He didn't know where the poop went. Like, okay, you card.
When did you first meet Charlie? Was he very approachable?
Oh, you know what? People thought that he didn't like to sign autographs or anything. Charlie was one of the nicest men, that if you saw him at a restaurant, and you wanted an autograph or a picture of him or whatever, take a picture with him, he was fine. What he didn't like was he didn't like people who hide behind trees trying to take pictures of him. He's like, if that guy there just would walk up and say, hey, could I have an autograph while we're sitting waiting to shoot? You know, we're sitting in the shade on our chairs, you know, our actors' chairs.
Yeah.
And we're in the middle of a public area, and he was fine if people walked up and asked for his autograph. But he did not like people being like doing it behind his back. And he also didn't like it if we were all having lunch or he was with his family. If people come up and interrupt you while you're
Oh, I thought it was me.
No, not you. I don't. Might have been me. No.
Right in the middle of a good story.
Yeah, someone interrupted that. She'll be back in a second. So where are we? We are. Yeah, I don't think any of this plan of the first ladies would work anymore, would it? Where just leaves the White House and goes swaps clothes and wigs and stuff.
I see that Bronson is writing for this scene. This time I'll drive.
The national, she's off to the museum. But let's have a look. So yes, that would be a poker game to go.
Yeah,
to.
that would have been a poker game. I bet Bronson would have the best poker face of all of them. I'm just playing my cards close to my chest.
Because where are we? We're over the halfway mark now. But yeah, that I don't know where he got that bike with the machine guns on it.
Yeah. Well, isn't the same bike from the Delta Force that Chuck uses?
It does look very similar. Oh,
yeah.
She's gone. She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Just like Arnie.
Lol.
So if you want to explain what happens, why the president's trying to kill her.
I think it's something like, I don't know, he was a war veteran, he's impotent or something, and she agreed to marry him, but after he is elected, they're going to get a divorce, and then the president's like, well, I can't get re-elected if I'm a divorce, but I can get re-elected if I'm a widower, so I think that's how the plot works, yeah. It's all over the place, yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't have wanted to interrupt Charlie in case he had Wilder hidden somewhere close by as well. That's what I was thinking.
My friend will be. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, here we go.
So sorry about that, you guys.
No worries.
No worries.
So the first time I met Charlie was at the audition, and they did a chemistry test, and it was basically just me bantering and talking to Charlie, and they want to see how well you get along and, you know, how well you interact. And our age difference was, you know, what I was worried about. But Peter Hunt was there, the producers were there, Menachem Golan were the producers.
Right.
And, and Charlie was there, and it was just, I had a fun time. I just laughed the whole time. And yeah, so my in was working with Richard Attenborough, which was, I had a great working relationship with Richard. So that's what I was talking about, appropriately schmoozing in this kind of work.
Yeah.
You know, without having to give yourself up. It's just be who you are, but be responsible, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So where am I calling? Where are you guys?
I'm in the UK. And
I'm in the Netherlands.
Netherlands and UK.
Yes.
And is there other people on this thing that can chat, or?
There's people that can text chat.
Yeah, in the live chat, we got some people there. Yeah.
Bob McCall's here for the Equalizer.
You have a what?
Someone called Bob McCall, who's the Equalizer from the 80s TV show.
He was the Equalizer?
He was his favorite TV show.
What's his favorite TV show? I see.
Did you do any stunts? Because I had Jack Gill on before.
Oh yeah, Jack Gill. How is he?
He was great.
He was married to who was he married to when we were filming? I forgot, but she bought him an Uzi for his birthday, and I just remember laughing at that. Like, who gives somebody? I go, okay, you're a stunt coordinator, but an Uzi? Like, really? I was kind of like, all right.
Well, I want my birthday.
For my birthday, I got a bazooka. Like, really? Okay. Stunts. I was a dancer, before. I danced for Michael Jackson and
no.
Oh, okay.
You've gone again.
It's not me, so.
Not me, I don't think. Could be StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick.
And I'm along for the ride. I always love that.
As usual.
Yeah.
I do all the effort of arranging these things. He just pops up and chats to these people.
Well, after this, I will send a message to John saying thank you for joining us.
Where are we anyway?
Sadly, this is the part where Jan exits the film for a bit.
Yeah,
as she has to speak.
She'll be back with later on in her negligee.
This damn auto-focusing camera. Yeah, get over there. Get in front of Pacino.
You got too many faces in your background. That's the
problem. Yeah. Get in front of Pacino. She'll be good. Yeah.
Exactly. See, this is what everyone's going to be asking for. An Uzi, please.
Well, you can't go wrong with an Uzi. Just ask Arnold.
Okay, I'm here.
Isn't that millimeter?
There you go.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm on
these
my
are
phone
usual things.
I couldn't get on my computer, so I'm on my phone, and I don't know how to. If someone's calling me, I don't know how to like.
I thought so.
Yes, yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Okay, so yeah, like I have pictures from. Well, you see on my Instagram, you can see the pictures that I'll post from filming that are back shots that people can't see, and they're just like some of me and Charlie just talking, or me and Jill. So I went to Jill's funeral.
Yes.
I went to both Charlie's and Jill's, but Jill's funeral was, she wanted when she died an exciting, like more like a reception, like celebration of life. Mm-hmm. And what I found, and there were people. There was like Shirley MacLaine was, like really high profile people were there at that time, and it was a very private funeral, except it was more like a reception with a band and, drinks and food and everything. And I could see her family. Everybody was so sad, but they were trying to smile because here's a celebration party like she wanted, but people were getting drunk and like dancing and really whooping it up. And you could see like that the family was just sitting there like having to deal with their grief. And I I saw that, and because like when you're alive, and you think, when I die, I want everyone to celebrate my life, which is a great idea, but it's hard on the people that are grieving over you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like, in my mind, that was what I used to have in mind. And then I thought, actually, it made it harder. It made it harder on the people that love you, you know?
Yeah.
So,
So
and I
a
want
question.
people to feel sad and guilty when I die. I want them to miss me.
Well, me and Jeff would be very sad too.
Aw, thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've got a question from Codswallop, who's in Scotland.
Oh.
He wants to ask you, was Jill around when you did the love scenes with Charlie? If so, was it a bit awkward being watched by his wife?
It's a good question.
Yes, good question. And yes, it was. And they cut the bed scene, which I'm grateful for because that was awkward. And then the scene that we're just toasting champagne, and that little bit of scene that was in supposedly my apartment was it wasn't bad because I was really close to Jill too. Jill was kind of also, not really, but kind of one of the producers. She was always on set the whole time. And then she would like give me pointers like, okay, Jan, we want to take the scene over. Like it instead of Peter telling me, she would tell me like, you just ruined the scene by laughing. But sometimes, but Charlie was so funny, I couldn't help but laugh sometimes. And we were in the car when like he goes, so you enjoyed last night? And he's giving me this like, like look or something like that. He just looks at me. And I couldn't help but laugh. And I blew that scene with my line. And they're like, Jan, you can't laugh. But I got so, I don't know, giggly embarrassed that that was kind of hard for me. Because I'm a very private person. I don't like to share a whole lot about my private life. And so anything that has to deal with like, I don't know, like sexuality or something, I start giggling like a madman. Even though I know that's my scene and my lines, I still giggle like a madman before and after the scene. Oh, and there's a scene where I'm in his apartment with all his things from his closet fall on the floor in front of me.
Oh yeah.
I think I say, are those pants coming on or coming off?
Yeah.
Do you remember this? So I talk about available imaging. I think that's his wife. And I go, he said he's divorced, and I get all excited about it. And then I go, so she took all her money. And it was at the time when Eddie Murphy was going, I'm on the welfare. I'm on the welfare. And so I kept blowing that. We took that scene maybe 12 times because I go, she took all your money and put you on the welfare. And they're like, it's not the welfare. They're going, cut, Jan, it's not the welfare. I'm like, and I did that like 7 times. And I'm like, and I'm like, I know. And then we go, okay, in action. I do it again. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I just, I couldn't get that out of my head. That's the good part about being able to retake scenes. But the more scenes you retake on a lower budget film, the more that they start to lose it with you.
Yeah.
Unless you're the main actor. Like I did a television series with David Soul.
Ah, yes.
From Starsky and Hutch. He was Starsky, I think. And he was drunk during each scene, and I play his secretary, and we had this one really simple scene where he had to hold out a puzzle piece and I'm to snatch it from his hand. But in every scene, he couldn't get his line out, or he couldn't pull the puzzle piece away. And so I grabbed the puzzle piece every time. And it took that one simple scene 27 takes. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, oh man. As long as I do my job, though, keep myself side of the street clean, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like 27 takes later. I'm like, dude, do you need a break or something? Because this is driving me insane.
Oh yeah, because just before you broke up earlier, you said you worked with Michael Jackson.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we missed the rest of it.
Oh, and Prince and Janet. And I was a dancer, so I did musical theater, before I started getting into acting. So I did like The King and I with Yul Brynner.
Oh yeah.
I did. Oh, he also knew Yul Brynner. When we talked about, like, when I first met Charlie, he asked about the people I worked with that he knew were friends of his. So
okay.
And then you hear about who's his enemies. Woo! Girl, I can tell you a few things. Did I answer that question?
No. Well, you got cut off when you said you were working with Michael Jackson or something, and then you got cut off.
Oh yeah, Captain EO. This video, Captain EO.
Oh yeah.
And all my friends that's during the dancing portion of, I did my first 2 movies was Gimme an F, which is it sounds like a porn, but I guarantee you guys, I'm not naked. I'm not saying everybody's not naked in that film, but I'm not. And it was a cheerleading film where I play a Catholic cheerleader from a Catholic school, and we're really dorky and everything. And then by the end of the movie, we're really sexy, and we do this incredible dance, and we win the championship. It's really dumb. But that was my first dance movie. And then my second dance movie was A Chorus Line with Michael Douglas, and I play Connie Wong. And so it was one of the first lead Asian parts in that. They usually Asian, like full Asian, like I'm 100% Chinese. Right. And it was one of the few roles that was out there that, like was kind of groundbreaking, which is why I have a lot of Asian fans base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I like that. It's fun because it's nice to hear when you affect people in their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Michael was amazing to work with. He's the consummate professional. And anybody who believes that the noise that people people nowadays, they use what I call noise, which is not real, but fantasy, makeup, gossip. And people, if you think about it, gossip is so much more fun to believe than reality. And that's why if somebody says, I heard that so-and-so is doing this, everybody wants to believe it because they don't want to know that, somebody you idolize, I don't know. People just love since I got into acting and this kind of profession, so many men say they have slept with me, and I'm like, I don't even know half these people, or it's somebody I went to high school with that I barely knew in high school, or somebody, and it's just they want to be closer to you than they really are, and I do have friends and I do have people I know, but it doesn't mean that I sleep with everybody I know. But like I said, gossip is so much more fun than the truth.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want me to make up stuff.
Go ahead.
One time, Charlie, Jill, and I. No, I'm kidding.
Here we go.
Nothing sordid.
Just Christmas parties.
The what?
Just Christmas parties at the Bronsons, was it?
Yeah, Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
Charades.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
those were the best. His Christmas parties were fun. They were fun, and I don't drink, so I was able to just go and like watch everybody else drink and like realize like I want to keep my sanity, especially on these. And I have social anxiety or awkwardness about me. It's like that's why I can talk like this, but that's why I don't have my picture up there because I get too embarrassed about, you know. I don't know. I just am shy that way. But I talk a lot. So I'm the kind that when I'm nervous, I talk a lot more than I'm like when I'm on talk shows, like I can act because they give me a script and I'm not being who I am. Right.
Right.
But when I'm on a talk show, and did you know, I bet a lot of people don't know this, but talk shows are all scripted. So they know what to ask you and you know how to answer so that there's no surprises, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But and that's when I get embarrassed, like I'm too embarrassed to be me. I'm too nervous. I know that sounds dumb, but
no, that's fine.
You're doing good so far.
Well, thanks.
So do you still dance?
Oh yeah, I do. It's just a different like it can't be as good as I used to be because everybody, a dancer's body is it's a lot shorter of a lifetime of a lifespan.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends are beat boys, or they were in like some very famous I don't know, famous like dance troupes and stuff. But yeah, but that's not me. Here, I'll put this picture of Charlie and I. This is on the set.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a little picture that you get to see. I hope that it works. But this was in Lake Tahoe when we were filming.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we were filming in Lake Tahoe. I actually really loved filming in Lake Tahoe. That was really fun. I'm glad that the whole movie wasn't filmed in LA. I'm glad I'm glad that a lot of work that I have, I get to travel, because most times I don't have the time to travel. I wish I could time travel. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd be a bajillionaire. I would get every single lottery ticket. People are all, she must be cheating. And I'm all, yeah, I have a time machine. Ha. You don't. Give me your money. Just kidding. So what scene are you on now? Is it when I'm not in there?
Yeah, sadly you're absent from this part of the film.
When I what?
They're on a train.
Sadly you're absent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do any of your own stunts?
The only so-called stunts they let me do is when the guy was shooting at us and I was firing the gun, but that was cut out of us firing. And then and you know what, as an actor, you just trust that the people that are handing you the gun and showing you the safety mechanisms and, are on top of it. You don't expect them to give you a gun that has loaded ammunition in it. Because you're the actor. I mean, you're the actor. You're the one that you're doing your job. You just hope everyone else is doing their job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that whole Alec Baldwin, and I know Alec, he's a great guy. And I know that that whole thing was just such a fiasco. And,
Yeah.
you know, to put blame on him when he was in the middle of trying to direct and act and produce, you know, and then if the people you hire don't do their job and you're just doing your job, is okay, here's when we're rehearsing me shooting the gun toward the camera, you know, there's nothing he did wrong, you know. And sadly he has to live with that his whole life, that he killed somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, in everyday life, if you're driving your car and some guy runs in front of your car and you can't stop your car and you kill that person, it's not your fault, but you have to live with that.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. And I can't even imagine, you know, at that time, especially, like, I've had to shoot a gun a few times in a few movies. I did in Steel Justice. I did in
yes.
Marty Cove. And they took the scene out, but Marty's in the Marty Cove is in the room with the people, and I'm supposed to. I jump on this pool table and shoot this desert eagle into the sky. I only did it twice, and both times it knocked me flat against, because the kickback on the gun is so strong.
Yeah, heavy caliber.
I'm
Heavy
a
caliber.
tiny girl.
Yeah.
I'm really small. I'm like, yeah, I'm like barely a whisper of a girl. But don't think you could kick my ass, because I'm pretty good at kicking my own ass. But as a small girl, that gun was packed a punch, man.
It's a powerful
and so
one.
after shooting it twice, they're like, we don't trust you shooting a gun. And then the Glock I used in Assassination didn't have as much of a kickback, but you could tell I had no idea what I was doing shooting that gun. So I think that's why they didn't put that me shooting the gun scene in there. And then the other scene was riding the boat. We're all in the boat, which they had. It was really cool. They had divers underwater in the boat in case I fell off the boat or something.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because if you notice, we're in the boat without life preservers. So they had divers under the water to make sure if any of the actors fell into the water. And, you know, my swimming, I can swim. I just kind of look like a drowning victim when I swim. But like, is she drowning? No, she's swimming. She's fine.
It's unique style.
Yeah.
Got a question about, did you know about Peter Hunt directing Bond films like On Her Majesty's Secret Service before you auditioned for the role in Assassination?
Yes, because I worked on A View to a Kill. I can put my...
I wanted to ask you about that, because I'm a big Bond fan, yeah.
I can put my Bond girl picture on. Let me see.
Oh yes.
Let's see. See if I can find it. I don't know if it'll fit in because it's a whole body shot.
Okay.
I was Girl with Poison. So it was one of my first one-liner situation. Is that kind of shows up? I think that'll show.
Well, yes.
Look at that.
I'll have to look out for you in A View to a Kill next time.
Well, no, I got, again, it cuts out, which is, it makes the movie not make any sense.
Yeah.
Because John Glenn directed it.
Yeah.
And Peter Hunt I think Peter wrote it. He might have even wrote the script. I'm not too sure. But I met Peter through that, but just briefly, where I wouldn't really remember him. But that movie, we're in a bar, this really hip, cool bar in San Francisco that's not even there anymore. And it goes from where he's ordering I can't remember the girl and Roger Moore, and then the girl, the blonde girl.
Tanya Roberts?
Yeah, Tanya Roberts. And she and he are in this bar, and they order drinks, and I am pouring poison into their drinks. But they don't end up not drinking it. I can't remember. But
okay.
the thing that they cut that whole bar scene out. It was confusing, but the thing is, it doesn't make sense because all of a sudden he and her are in a hot tub, and you know, like, how did they get from one place and now the two of them are in a hot tub? You know?
yeah.
So the whole thing was they were meeting up at this bar to talk, and then he takes her to his place, and now.
Right.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was cut. Girl with poison. When you don't have a name in a movie, yeah. When you're just girl with poison, you're very easy to get cut out of it.
So now, yeah, there was hopes of a sequel to the Assassination.
Yes.
Oh.
A whole I even have the script somewhere in my house.
Oh.
And it was called Assassination, the road to Assassination, the road to my memory. I remember it was the road to something, and and it was part 2. It was kind of like then Jill got sick.
Yeah.
Jill was sick when we were filming. She had to wear a wig because she was going through a lot while we were filming. In fact, the head lady of Susan Komen Foundation, it was kind of a new foundation, and the head lady was at dinner with us one time because Jill was one of the head things for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was to bring, Susan Komen was mostly to bring cancer awareness, not as much as a research facility.
Right.
But it was at the starting ground. So at dinner, they go to, like, would you like to donate to our startup foundation? And I'm like, yeah. But like at that time, all I could donate was $50. And I'm like, I'm sorry. That's all I had. And then Jill goes, it's okay, darling. I'll pull it for you. Which is so sweet. So I didn't like only giving $50.
Yeah, you've just turned up back at the film. You're on.
There she is. She's back. Yeah.
Am I back?
You're back. Yeah.
Am I in bed, or am I just answering a phone going, where are you?
You just arrived with the boat.
Everyone at Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Just giving Charlie a big hug.
I know. I miss Charlie. We were very close. I miss him. He has 3 or 4 times the charisma that he has on film. He's soft-spoken. He talks like he does on film. He doesn't lose his temper. He's very sarcastic, but in like a cute way, you know?
Yeah.
Like I gave him, I can't even remember, but I knew he wouldn't wear it. But what do you give him for like a birthday present or a present, right? And I gave him some t-shirt that was like really cool, but he goes, oh, thanks. I'll make sure I treasure this. And then he threw it in the garbage can. He starts laughing, and then he goes back and picks it out of the garbage can. But I just thought that was really funny. I'm like, thanks.
I was just kidding.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I miss that man. See, what scene is this? I can't see it.
Big action scene. Yeah.
The action scene with in like
on the water,
shooting a machine gun, and there's a boat with explosives on.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's in Lake Tahoe, right?
Yeah.
Wait, just before he kills the bad guy.
Spoilers.
That scene is supposed to be way longer. When they're running in the wilderness,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be way longer, but that's when they ran out of money, and they said, okay, we're wrapping in Tahoe in 2 days. So we had to like finish that is one of the last scenes that I think that I filmed there.
All right.
My memory's going, but
Do you remember a stuntman called Rick Avery worked on this film?
yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Is he on here, or was he on your show?
he will be on my show. I've been in touch. He's busy working, but he'll be on another night in August probably.
Yeah.
He said he was at Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, I think one of them was the guy on the Ski-Doo, not the actor that played the bad guy.
Right.
It was the guy, he had his makeup on and a bald cap, and
Right.
stunt doubles are funny. Like I had you know when the windows blow out from the boat exploding in Newport?
Yeah.
House, and we have the windows are blown out, and then we fall. I have a pink jacket on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl falling was a stunt girl, a stunt double, because they didn't want glass like shattering us or cutting us or anything.
Right.
And then they have me lay on the ground and put the glass around me as if I was the one blown to the ground. But the girl that was my stunt double was a white girl and way bigger than me. And I'm like, I'm not that big. I didn't mean that. I mean, like tall. Yeah, she was way taller. And I'm like, I'm not that big.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. So I did you know where the guy gets thrown out of the elevator shaft in that movie? That was taken in Santa Monica. And that's when, okay, let me see if I can change the picture again for you guys.
Right.
That was where they did a photo shoot to promote, to promote that movie and some other movies I was doing. But we were filming there. We were shooting the photo shoot when they were shooting the photo shoot when they also were shooting the guy falling out of the window.
Right.
I got that bit here. Yeah.
Yeah, the dummy's just taken a header.
He just fell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is wait, let me find it better. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I better take a big.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay, that's the windows right where the elevator goes to the top level, and there's a restaurant up there. That's where the elevator went to, and I was inside the room shooting for a magazine.
All right.
At the same time, so I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's nice. Kurt Gunnarson's here with a question. He says he just watched you on TCM Saturday afternoon watching A Chorus Line, and he remembers you in that movie and Assassination. He was 27 in 1987.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, but yes, The Chorus Line was on the other night.
Right.
So that was a really fun movie. I made a lot of good friends there. In fact, I just talked to Audrey Landers the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Okay, let me see if I find a Chorus Line picture for you guys now.
So, yeah, we were discussing earlier how this might be the only film that Charlie turned down Jill Ireland's character for someone else, and it happened to be you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
True, and she was trying hard to get with my man.
You never had a row with that Tootsie?
Yeah. Oh my God. And because I think Peter wrote it, it was a lot of English humor.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, are your salmon swimming upstream? I did not get that. You know, like, she could be a dipsomaniac. And I go, well, you're not falling for that dipsomaniac, are you? That's what I wanted to say. But they said, nevertheless, are your salmon swimming upstream? Which a lot of that's a line people love. But for me, I was like, not to. I didn't understand the joke, but I'm like, but I've always been a little more on the naive side.
Yeah.
So to speak. Yeah, I'm glad that people like will watch my films because, like, I don't know, time goes by so fast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
And I'm at the point where I like doing more off-camera work. You know, doing sound work, and so
Okay.
so that's why I'm trying to find my chorus line shots, but well, these aren't good. It's hard to find like I'm very I don't really I'm very uncomfortable with what I look like. So that's why I don't like showing pictures or being
No worries.
But when I'm acting, I don't think about what I look like. So that's why it's
Main
I
thing.
know, because I'm not being me, you know, but me being me on camera, I'm very shy about that.
Yeah.
No worries.
But now I can't even find the picture. So there you go.
Can you give us a rendition of I Hope I Get It then instead?
Yeah. No.
Jeff will start us off.
No, I don't know the words.
I hope I get it. I hope I get it.
How many people does he need?
There you go.
See? You know it.
Oh, I know it. It's just not that I want to relive it. Gosh, but I can't find. I found pictures of. Well,
And not to worry.
Here's chorus line. Wait, I don't know if I sent it.
There it is.
Oh yes, there it is. Yeah.
Turn up.
I should have centered it better. I
There's
didn't.
a chorus line. Yeah, there it is.
Is that jazz hands I see?
Yeah, that's Janet Jones right in front of me. But like I said, I was a dancer, and so being a dancer was much more fun than to. I mean, not much more fun. Being an actor is more fun.
Okay.
Yeah, being a dancer, just a dancer on a film, you don't have as much strength, I guess. Like you're treated like an extra, and that's what I didn't like about being in dance is when you're treated like an like if you do a video, like a Michael Jackson video, you get $100 a day or $50 a day. It's not like a lot. So when you're an actor or in an acting road, you have your own trailer, you know, they come running up, they go, you are wanted on the set. So you get all excited. Oh, you know, I'm wanted on the set. Okay, here's trying to show like other pictures that you might be interested in.
Yeah, no worries.
Here's the Emmy Awards with Jack Wagner. I think I have this on my Instagram. That's when I got.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah. There we go.
Award. Hi, Jen. Voiceover work.
Yeah, you do voiceover work.
Oh yeah, have you done voiceover work? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I do now. That's what I mostly like to do now. I do commercials,
Ah.
which I don't really like. Like I did a Hampton Inn, which was like, I don't really like. If you watch television, every television show has commercials. I mean, voiceover now commercials. They have. If you watch, even one with for Sprouts, it has commercial voiceover. So
Okay.
like even if it shows people talking, then it'll always go Sprouts, the place you love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, here's for your Charlie fans. This is Charlie and I having lunch. He used to love to meet for
Awesome.
Malibu.
Yeah.
We used to always go there and have lunch, and that's how I learned how he is with fans. And if he's
Right.
having a private conversation and a fan walks up, he'll be kind of rude. Like he'll go, "Excuse me, I'm having some private time." Or no, how did he say it? He said he would say it like not mean, but he would be very firm.
Right.
Like I have no problem, but right now I'm enjoying my family, or something like that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so it's just people need to respect any actor who's, it could be the most famous actor you've ever seen, but if they're in the middle of dinner with their family and you walk up and want to take a picture, you're going to be bringing up a lot of everybody around the whole restaurant thinks it's okay to come up.
Yeah.
You have to just kind of be aware of being polite and being, like being polite and observing their boundaries, so that you don't just blast in there and go, "Can I have a picture with you?" while they're in the middle of eating food, and they have a bite of food in their mouth. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you know. You know how like
Definitely.
a waiter can come up and ask you if you like your food, and you're in the middle of chewing your food, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So if somebody's like coming up to you while you're in the middle of chewing your food and asks if they could take a picture with you, that's
Yeah. Not the best time.
No.
Yeah. Charlie should have said, "Do you believe in Jesus?"
You're gonna meet him, punk.
You have a death wish.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
But no, I like sometimes yeah, so now I do voiceover for cartoons, animation. Like
Cool.
I can do like a real deep voice.
Oh.
Yeah. And I can do evil voice. Like I have a good evil laugh. You want to hear my evil laugh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's nasty.
On video.
Awesome.
And,
Yeah.
and I usually play an evil queen. So
Right.
on anime, so yeah. But I'd say I'm having more fun doing that because I don't have to care about how I look,
Sure.
And in acting, and anybody who out there who's interested in getting into the acting field, you have to have a strong sense of self. And I think that's why a lot of actors that get in as children, like Lindsay Lohan or people like that, they don't, Britney Spears, they don't have a really strong foundation going in. And so when you go up to the set, people run up to you and go, "Can I help you? What can I get you? Do you want can I get you something to drink? Can I get you something to eat? Do you want something to drink or eat? Okay, you're not wanted on the set for another half hour. You're wanted in makeup in a half hour. So you can chill in your room, but I'm right here if you need me anything, and this stand by your door." So you get this overblown sense of who you are. You think people that are actors can think that they're more important than they really are. They're just an actor, doing their job.
Yeah.
And but when you combine your self-esteem with your other esteem, which is being an actor or something, and then you don't work anymore, or you don't have a private life like you want. That's when people lose who they are, because then they're like, oh yeah, I can do this, or I'll do some drugs, I can still handle it, or I can, do nude scenes, I'm fine with it. But then they aren't really. And acting is such a personal thing. Like I was in the negotiations for Karate Kid 2, and I would,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and my agent and manager were literally in negotiations with them, figuring out how much money. I did the screen test with Ralph Macchio.
Oh, okay.
It was like I was so excited to do this film. And then who's that old guy? What's his name? The Asian, he was the sensei.
Yeah.
Pat,
Mr. Miyagi. Pat Marata.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. He said he will not do the film unless it's a Japanese girl doing the film. So within my own race, there was racism.
Right.
Oh.
It should be just an Asian person. But he wouldn't let anybody but a Japanese girl do that movie. So Tamlin got the movie. And my agent and manager didn't want to pursue it as like to say like, look, like she was given the job and you can't turn her down for race reasons. But in those days, like I said, you didn't want to rock the boat because you want to be hired for the next film. And so because of that, so Marty Cove hired me for his film because, yeah. So, because he knew I could act and he knew that, like, that I was, I had good chemistry with certain people. So, so that's how I did that Steel Justice. But I have a few friends that are Chinese American. One friend had a reoccurring role on Mr. T and Tina, and same thing. Pat came in and said, I'm not going to let this guy have this part, and he didn't get the part, and he sued and actually won, but racism or whatever. But I mean that's just not right. But now,
No,
because Hollywood is all inclusive, I'm not just auditioning against other Asian women. I'm auditioning against non-binary, gay, straight, women of all ethnicities, because it has to be all inclusive now. And so instead of, let's say, a gene pool of 150 people I'm auditioning against, now I'm auditioning against 800 people who fit the requirements of that role. And I think the difference too is that you have all these like mass media influencers and stuff that know how to work a camera, know how to what is the best way to take pictures of themselves. It's a whole new generation of things that I don't even understand very well. And all auditions are generational now. I mean, not generational. They're all you film your audition instead of going in. And the hard part, us older actors, we don't know how to work the camera as well as these other influencers are doing. And I know how to do it. And so it's harder for me to set up the camera with the right lighting, do a slate and all that. Whereas when I was going in, the reason why I think actors that do it the old-fashioned way are really much better than reality stars getting into acting or in or mass media people who want to get into acting. I'm not slamming mass media, but I'm just saying it's a different world. And when I was going in, I studied my butt off to be an actress. I went method school. I went to, like all kind, like Nicolas Cage and Sean Penn were in a class I was in. And I'm like, oh, nope. I am flunked out of this class. Strasbourg acting, I cannot do. I'm just not. And I'm going, no, please don't call me up. Please don't call me up to do a scene. I cannot do it. Yeah, I cannot. And but we study, we train. I studied 10 hours a day to be a dancer. You know, you put the work in, and because it's easy to be famous without putting the work in, people think why do I have to work? I'm good looking. I can do it, or whatever. And it's like, no, because once you act, and then when they call you in, see, when I would go into auditions, and I didn't clean, I didn't get every audition I went for, and that's part of being better at your craft is learning how to audition, going into an audition with confidence, knowing how you could have an open mind. So I always got the jobs when I was right for the part, and the director was like, I'd like that, but can you read it older? And I'd read it like a more mature woman. Or can you read it younger, like a younger person? Or can you read it more angry or more depressed or whatever? And you can adjust to whatever the director is telling you to do. So for people that are wannabe actors, you need to study. You need to, even in voice acting, you need to study how to be an actor with the same voice, how to be in that character and not drop the character while you're talking. And I think too many people nowadays just think, I can be in doing it, and then they do like show up the first few days and they get fired because they aren't able to keep up with the whole plan, so to speak. So, I've been in this a long time, and I've had to learn the hard way of what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And I think that's the hard part, is you have to have a lot of self-esteem. So when they say, well, you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or you're not tall enough, or you're not short enough, it's always personal. You're not enough of what they're looking for. And I've lost jobs. They hired a gay man, and I'm like, oh, had I known that's what they were looking for, I would have read totally different. I would have read that part so much more funny than I read it. But but that's how it is with acting. You can't, you have to just go with the flow and learn, like have a toolbox of different characters, different ways you can play things, different emotions you can emote, and be secure within yourself that you don't go on an eating binge or a non-eating binge because they told you you're fat. You have to have a sense of self. If I can give anybody advice out there that wants to go into acting. Nice. So it looks like the film is done.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, I hope I gave you some insight. You know what? Nothing is more fun than to see your name up there on the. It's so much fun to get a starring role and have your name up on the credits. That's really fun.
Who did you take to the premiere?
I'm sorry, what?
Who did you take to the premiere?
I was married at the time.
Okay.
So to that movie, I took my ex-husband. But
right.
I know in Wikipedia it says I'm still married to this guy, and I'm not. We divorced.
Oh, really?
We divorced a long time ago, but it cuts down on the stalkers, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, but to the chorus line one, I took my dad to one of them. I don't know. I go to a lot of premieres, and I took my grandmother to one of them. Yeah, took my grandma. Yeah, my mom and my grandma. So yeah, you get a lot of premieres, but it's fun. So, do you have any more questions?
There's a couple here. Kurt's asking if you ever met Bob Fosse.
Yes. Actually, I worked with him in a show called Fosse, was on stage, and then Bob Fosse's daughter Nicole was in a chorus line with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy who choreographed a chorus line, Jeffrey Hornaday, he's the one that did Flashdance, was his movie.
Okay.
And then so he did chorus line, and then he also choreographed Captain EO, the Michael Jackson video.
Right.
And then so Bob Fosse would come to the set and watch us practice because Nicole, his daughter, was in a chorus line.
Nice.
Yeah, I like Bob. It's just he's like he's more like Prince, I think. Prince is like a nice guy, but he's a very control freak. Like you have to be precise with him. And it wasn't even that hard of a video, but like he's very particular. But a lot of my friends, like a friend of mine, Monique, was the dancer in the Kiss video, and on the set, he's just very my way or the highway kind of guy.
Right.
Doesn't matter who the choreographer is, the director, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But when you have incredible talent, you could be that way. Michael Jackson's like that, but nicer. Not so.
Right.
Not so. He's the kind that would sit and he's very shy. That's why, and he's always saving his voice. So that's why people can make fun of his voice because he's quiet. And
yes.
But he's always saving his voice because he has to sing. And if he yells or uses his voice too much, then it wears him out for his
Sure.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense now. We'll take one more question and then I'll let you go. I did see something. Yeah, there we go. It's a good one to end on. What film are you most proud of and feel you did the best acting in?
Ooh.
Could be two separate ones.
I think I'm the most proud of a War Between the Classes, which is on YouTube, and it was an hour after school special, and that's what we got the Emmy Award for. I got the Emmy for. I play a Japanese girl who is in a very wealthy society. And I fall in love with this guy who's white and very rich. And they play, it's a true game. It's called The Color Game. And what happened was this teacher did an experiment where he passed out armbands to the class. And if you had a blue armband, you were the upper echelon of the class. And if you had an orange one, you were like poor and a person of color. And what they found was during this game, the people, the races intermixed, and they were separating out of class differences, they were starting to separate out of money differences, not out of color. And then it came to a head where they did a riot at the school. So I'm in that movie with an actor called Paul Winfield. He was in Old Yeller and a lot of movies. And I love Paul. He was great. And Don Michael Paul, who is a director, and he's done a lot of movies and directing. And I had the greatest time filming that. And I made friends with a lot of people that are in that movie. I mean, that show. But I would say I think that's my best acting. But I don't know. I just have fun. Now, oh my God, being an animated character is the best. I can be anybody I want. I don't have to be, I could be older. I could be younger. Because, look, I totally have a boy voice too. And sometimes I will be like a boy in an action show. And it's like really, really, really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I have a baby voice kind of, but then I also have like I don't know. It's all comes, I guess.
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. So thanks for Jan for jumping on. It's
thank
amazing
you
to
for
meet you.
having me. I'm sorry I couldn't get the camera thing working.
No, that's okay. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. This was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for everybody who asked a question and everybody who's watching. Thank you.
Nice. Well, thank you. We'll say good night. So thanks for everyone that turned up, and thanks to Jeff and Jan for joining me.
Thank
So
you.